Hey, welcome to A Game for Your Thoughts. Today we're talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So Mario Kart 8 was actually originally released back on the Wii U in 2014, but in 2017 it was brought to the Switch as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that's the version I will be reviewing. So usually in my reviews I start out by talking about the story or some sort of adventure that you go on throughout the game, but Mario Kart doesn't have that, though I will say if they added that to some degree, I think that would actually be kind of cool to add some little like story adventure mode similar to like Crash Team Racing. I think that'd be awesome to see that in a Mario Kart game. So Mario Kart 8 is usual Mario Kart shenanigans. You pick a character, you pick a cart, and you pick a track, and you just go to town throwing items at each other and racing for that first place spot. And honestly, at this point, it's starting to become Nintendo Kart as lots of not Mario characters are making their way into the game, which is totally fine, as I feel like it's still a lot of Mario theme, so it feels like it's still Mario Kart with featuring guest characters, which I appreciate. But then there's also tons of karts to choose from. The kart customization is so extensive, and there's so much to choose between different kart styles and wheels and now gliders. There is so much customization here, and though this is when my issues with the game start to arise. There is so much customization and it feels weirdly redundant. So let me explain. So in Mario Kart, you have different weight classes, and this comes from small, medium, or heavy characters. And the small characters usually have better acceleration, but a little bit lower top speed, and don't control as tightly. And medium characters are a good balance. They have a good top speed, but everything else is pretty medium. And then those big characters are like very aggressive and heavy and have that sweet top speed that's just so fast. And it's interesting how each one is different. Though this tagged along with the kart customization almost makes this everything just super not important. On a technical level, this sounds cool that, oh, each character has their own stats, and the karts that you use affect those stats, which sounds awesome on a technical level, but it super restricts on how you go about picking your customization, which makes a lot of the customization not really worth it. Because if you like the fast acceleration small characters, that cuts out 2/3 of the roster, as the other ones have different stats and everything will control differently. Then you also have to make your kart choice very deliberate, as certain karts will completely eliminate all those small weight class stats or anything else, and then also choosing the wheels heavily affects the stats, so everything just has to be very deliberate. And I feel like with how much customization is there, it feels too restricting. So for example, I really like playing as Shy Guy, as he's got some awesome acceleration, but I can only choose between like 2 or 3 karts because those will benefit his acceleration. If I choose anything else, it'll completely cut that out. And I also have to make sure I choose specific wheels, because if I choose some certain wheels, his top speed will increase, but his traction goes way down and almost makes it impossible for him to drive. Then with like Rosalina, she's got an awesome top speed, but if I choose the small car with the monster truck wheels because it looks awesome, it's going to completely eliminate that top speed stat Rosalina gets from her weight class bonus, which seems weirdly redundant and super stupid. I do have to say, on a visual level, I really like the customization. It's cool to see that it's all there, but on a technical and statistical level, it just really is stupid because it makes it so limiting to what style of gameplay you want. If you choose something out of your style of gameplay, your character is going to control completely different than what you're used to. If you're used to that fast top speed, playing as Bowser is going to really be different because he's so heavy and his turning is completely different, which is cool, but it just really makes a lot of it just super redundant. I appreciate how in previous Mario Kart games they have stats, but they're not super impactful like they are here. They do affect your character a little bit, but doesn't make your choices for you depending on how you want to play. You can generally pick whoever and whatever you want and you'll be just fine. But here you do have to make sure you pick a specific character and a specific kart to fit along with that character to make sure you get the gameplay that you are used to or that you want to go with. I think the customization should be there for fun and just allow you to have cool visual things and just try out different things. But unless they have hundreds of hours to try out every single combination of karts and stuff, it just doesn't feel worth it. And if you want to be like on a skillful level, you certainly have to pick characters that you're going to be good at. I mean, you play Mario Kart to get first place, and if you're playing as characters you're not good at, you're very unlikely to get first place, which doesn't make any sense. I have plenty more I could say about that, but I have more positive things to talk about, like the track selection. This game has almost 50 tracks and each one is awesome. There is not a track in here that I didn't enjoy or one that I generally skip over. I mean, there's like 3 Rainbow Roads, but they're all done in a very good way that makes them not feel dumb. And I do appreciate that each of the tracks there's like 2 levels. There's like new tracks, which are new to Mario Kart 8, and then there's the remake tracks, which are remakes of previous Mario Kart games, just remade for the new graphics in this new game. And I loved that. I thought it was great to see classic tracks remade, and a lot of my favorites made it into this game. One of my favorite new additions to this are like the linear levels. For example, there's like the Wario Mountain or the remade Nintendo 64 Rainbow Road, where there's not really laps, it's just just a long level that's broken up into 3 parts, and I did appreciate this. I think Wario's Mountain's the perfect example of this, as each one breaks it up and is different from another. So the first one sees you going through like mountainous caves and things like that, and then the next one's like a forest with like a dam, and it's just like really cool, and then like the last one's like a ski slope. It's just cool as I did appreciate that one, as it just felt as the race was longer, but it wasn't, but it is. One of the new things this game also adds is the zero gravity, and I do the this thing because it's not really zero gravity. It appears zero gravity, but it's not, and I feel like they kind of almost ruined this, as it could have been really cool, but it doesn't really get presented in a cool way. And there's like maybe one level that I can think I was like, whoa, I'm actually like driving upside down, and it's usually because you can see the other, like you're driving on the top and someone's driving on the bottom, and you can see like each other passing, and you're like, whoa, I'm zero gravitating. But besides that, like the camera orients it so it makes it feel like you're driving on flat ground. It's very bizarre and just doesn't feel zero gravity. I feel like if the camera like oriented differently or something like that, just to present it in a cool different way instead of making it feel like usual driving, then this could have been really awesome. But for now, it just feels kind of just different, and that your wheels turn on the side and that's it. It doesn't add much more to the gameplay other than your wheels turn over, and that's doesn't feel cool or revolutionary in any new way. Along with the tracks, I love the visual design of the levels. Every level has a cool theme, and each theme has just fun stuff going on the sideline. For example, there's like a candy level, and the people spectating are all gingerbread men or like candies, and it's just cool as each level just has this awesome presentation of it that just feels unique to each one, and it's fun to catch all the small details. I really love like the presentation of the levels. Like I said, with that Wario Mountain, you're like up in the mountains, but to get to the mountain you have to drive your car out of a cargo plane, which is awesome. And then there's like the Mario circuit track, which is the coolest looking track, as it's got all these cool twists and turns, and you can see like the way the track like weaves together, which would show how cool the zero gravity would be, which actually makes the zero gravity thing a little bit more disappointing than it is, because it looks like it would be really cool, but it's really not as cool as it looks. But the main point is that the graphics and the visual presentation of this game are amazing and so much fun to look at, and I loved it. The music of this game is phenomenal. This crazy, just intense jazz band is just blasting the entire time, and each track has this sweet sound set to it, and it just fits the tone very well, and just it's some killer tracks. I thought that was a great sound design and great presentation, and I just really loved the music in this game, so it just really kicks ass. But now, my biggest problem with this game is the horrible RNG in the item use during the races. So when I was putting this review together, I decided to try a little experiment. I was playing this game and came across this problem, and like, was this present in any previous Mario game? So what I did is I went through and played every single Mario game that I own. So that include Super Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 7, and then Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that I've been reviewing. So I went through and played all 7 of those games and tried them out just to see how the item usage compared to each one, especially to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I found Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had the worst item RNG and the more frustrating item use by the computers. And this sounds super stupid, but let me explain. So in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you'll be in first place or whatever, and all of a sudden it's like, bam, red shell, and you're like, okay, fine. Not even 2 seconds later, blue shell. Oh, okay, fine. Red shell, then a blue shell. Then lightning bolt. Literally within 5 seconds, you get hit by 3 of the most intense items in the game very quickly, and it completely kills your momentum, and it's just excruciatingly frustrating. And you know what one of the most ridiculous things was? Is when I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I played the same circuit at 50cc using the exact same cart, the exact same character. I played that on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, then I went and played the exact same setup on the Wii U. Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U was immensely better. The way I was getting hit by items, the consistency of which items I was getting hit and which items I was being hit by was completely different between the two games. Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U felt like all the other ones, where it was a little bit more relaxed and the item usage felt fair and consistent, whereas Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it was excruciatingly frustrating as I was consistently getting hit by items way more than I should have. The items being used were just the brutal, intense items that you would use to take out that first place player, but they were being used too much, and it was just super frustrating to find that. As I was playing, I was keeping track of all my numbers, so here's some numbers for you. When I was playing Mario Kart on the Wii U, I was hit by no blue shells, 1 lightning bolt, and 2 red shells through 4 races. On the exact same thing on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I was hit by 2 blue shells, 3 lightning bolts, and 1 red shell in a single race. Well, on all of the things, I was hit by 5 blue shells, 6 lightning bolts, and 7 red shells. And even after that, I was hit by more items on a single race of Mario Kart Deluxe than I was in the entire 7 different games that I played. It was excruciatingly frustrating to find these numbers and look at it and see just how brutal the item usage was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I was playing on 50cc for a lot of this, just to keep it nice and consistent and easy. With those numbers, it's clear to see that the item usage in Mario Kart 8 is excruciatingly very frustrating and not what it's supposed to be. It's not broken per se, and it doesn't ruin the game, but it makes it far more frustrating than it should or needs to be. And the thing is I'm fine with the items in Mario Kart. Like I said, playing through the other 6 games, I didn't have any problems with the items. It felt fair and fun, and it was enjoyable. I think the items are one of the most unique things about Mario Kart. It makes it a different kart racer than other kart racers, as the items mostly control the pace of the game, and it's not a whole lot of skill. There is certainly skill there, but the items do keep everything in check. Well, here in Mario Kart 8, it does not keep it in check at all. The items completely control the pace of the races here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it's very frustrating. And another thing that just adds on top of this is that the driving mechanics are awesome. Everything controls and runs smoothly, but when you get hit by items, it completely kills all your momentum. You play double dash and you get hit by an item and you kind of roll forward and then keep going, but here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it just completely stops you and just eliminates all your momentum and just really makes the driving very badly paced. For me, this is a very major problem, and it's hard because this is the best selling game on the Switch. So if there's a problem in it, I find it very unlikely that if they haven't fixed it yet, they probably never will. So whenever the next Mario Kart game comes out, I will definitely be keeping a close eye on this particular section, because I think it's a very important thing that really ruined a lot of this game for me and makes it not that fun to play. So whenever Mario Kart 9 or whatever it is that comes out next, I will certainly be keeping an eye on the item RNG, because this was a huge problem here that needed to get fixed. Honestly, it shouldn't have been there in the first place, because the game that this is a remaster of, Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, didn't have this problem. I played the exact same race on both consoles, and the Wii U version was immensely better and far smoother experience than it was on the Switch, and it just is a little bit more frustrating when you look at it that way. Okay, enough negativity. One last awesome thing I want to talk about is the battle mode. So on the Wii U, the battle mode was super lame and uninteresting, but here they revamped it and added a lot of cool new things, new tracks and everything, and I thought it was awesome. I honestly say that this battle mode in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is one of the best it's ever been. I love the Renegades Roundup game mode, as that one is so much fun. My wife and I really enjoyed playing that one, as it's just so fun and different and cool little cops and robbers thing within the Mario Kart 8 universe. It's awesome. I loved the variety of the maps. It was cool to see Luigi's Mansion map make a return, though sometimes it's a little tricky to keep track of where you're at, because they do have like a little overhead map, but sometimes it's not always super clear of where you are at or what's going on. I did love the maps though. They were just so much fun, and the variety of modes that are presented are fantastic. There's the coins and the bombs and the balloons. It's all there. Just so much fun. I really enjoyed the battle mode, and honestly is some of the most fun I had with this game. Playing the battle mode was far more enjoyable than dealing with the frustrating item use in the Grand Prix. So with that being said, this brings me to my final point and the main point of this review. On a very visual and presentation level, this game is fantastic. I love the music, the graphics, and just the overall presentation feel of the game is so much fun and enjoyable. I really love that. But the actual gameplay is far more frustrating than it should or needs to be. I feel like the item thing really ruins a lot of this experience for me, and the lack of customization beneficiality feels really dumb. I feel like I can't choose whoever and whatever I want because it severely affects the gameplay, which is cool, but really ruins a lot of it just because it feels so limiting. And then that item situation is just so frustrating, and it just really makes Mario Kart 8 honestly one of my least favorite Mario Kart games. I'm fine with kart games having stats. I think Crash Team Racing did it perfectly, where the different weight classes affect your stats, but it's not like a huge factor that completely changes how you play the game. You can still pick whoever you want and it'll generally play the same. It'll feel a little different, but you can still play the game the same way. But here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the customization is completely stat based and really makes it so far more limiting than it should or needs to be. I feel like Crash Team Racing did this perfectly, where there is a lot of customization that doesn't affect your gameplay at all, and the character you choose is what affects your gameplay. Though I will say I do very much appreciate that Mario Kart 8 does not have microtransactions as Crash Team Racing did, which is super dumb. And even after playing the rest of the Mario Kart games that I own, honestly, I'd pick up Double Dash Wii or even Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U before I'd play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. If I had to pick a better Mario Kart game, I'd honestly pick a lot of the other ones over Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I just feel like that item RNG just puts a huge damper on the whole experience and just really ruined it a lot for me, and honestly makes it not that much fun to play. I get far more frustrated than I should or need to be, no matter what CC you're playing on. I think that the 200cc is wild and crazy, the mirror mode is fun, and everything else is just awesome. It's just that item thing is just so dumb and frustrating, and it's just not enjoyable. Though the battle mode is the best it's ever been, it's hard to recommend this game for just that mode, because I feel like otherwise it's not worth it, because honestly, at this point, if you haven't already bought Mario Kart 8, I'm not going to sell you on this game, but I feel like I had a really good point to make that I hadn't seen anyone else make with this item RNG thing, and I feel like that's the whole reason I made this video. But I do think that is definitely worth noting, and I'm going to keep my eye out on Mario Kart 9 for this item thing, because it just shouldn't be there. With how refined Mario Kart is and for how long it's been around, something like that shouldn't have happened. There's got to be a bug or something, but I feel like if that was the case, they should have fixed it by now, and it's not, and so it's just it's so frustrating. But overall, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a frustration that sounds and looks amazing, and honestly is a fine Mario Kart game. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. What did you think about my thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below. Did you agree with me? Did you disagree? Have you had a similar experience yourself? Let me know. And while you're down there, if you want to hit like, subscribe, and the bell to get notified every time I post a new video, that would be awesome. And if you want to see more of me, I'm over on Twitch at twitch.tv/aGameForYourThoughts. I'm streaming there all the time, and I would love to see you there. Thanks again for watching the video. I hope you have an awesome day, and don't forget that the key to success is succeeding, and we'll catch you guys next time on A Game For Your Thoughts.